Hi, how you doing?
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
So, Carl, you completed your apprenticeship during last year. So I'm really interested to know what sort of drove you initially to go down the apprenticeship route.
I probably wasn't looking for an apprenticeship when I finished university in 2021. I studied business management and I was looking for graduate roles. And then I was referred the project management apprenticeship by a Paragon employee who I knew outside of work. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a look and look at what the role consists of, and it seemed to be a good fit to what I was doing at university, which was business management. So yeah, I applied, went through a little bit of a different sort of interview route to previous apprenticeships, but yeah, and I got the role, so went quite well, and I found that I really enjoyed it.
How did you find the sort of apprentice learning journey over the 2 years of your apprenticeship?
Yeah, it was really good, challenging at times, but really rewarding. Sort of, you know, at times I didn't know sort of how I was going to overcome certain things because I hadn't experienced them previously. But with the support of a very strong team that we've got, and people with a lot more experience than me, I got through it.
I think that was one of the best parts of the apprenticeship for me, was to see the whole team fully engage in the process. We couldn't have done it if everybody in the team hadn't given their commitment, because they needed to give their time alongside their day job to support the apprentices. And actually what I saw was everybody was really committed to it and got a lot of reward out of helping with that journey and seeing, you know, yourself and the other apprentices grow. So that's been probably the best part of it, I think, for us. What would you say your biggest challenge over the 2 years has been?
So whilst I was on the apprenticeship, the biggest challenge for me was when I sat my first examination, and I fell short by, I think, 3 or 4 marks, and that exam was a grueler. It was a tough exam. It was 3 hours long. You know, it was a lot to revise for, and I kind of struggled for a little bit, probably a week or so, to get the motivation back to go and resit it. But you know, again, the support from the team, especially Stephen Woolley, who was my line manager at the time, he sat down and we worked through where I went wrong, what I could do differently next time, and yeah, the next time I sat it, I passed it quite convincingly. Yeah.
What would you say to somebody else who was thinking about an apprenticeship?
I didn't expect to be starting an apprenticeship at 21. When I used to look at an apprenticeship, it was, you know, when I finished my GCSEs, then when I finished my A-levels, and I kind of thought that was it. That was sort of the age range for apprenticeships, but it really isn't. It's a really good way of learning on the job, starting, you know, seeing real scenarios in the workplace. And as you know, there are people in our team who are older than me and have done apprenticeships in the last 24 months.
That's right, they've recently done the continuous improvement apprenticeship, and they're experienced project managers that are thinking about how we evolve in the future, and this apprenticeship will really help them. So it's not a job, it's an apprenticeship that supports their role.
So what made you want to add apprentices to the team?
We're both football fans, so if I use that analogy, it's a bit like your youth players that progress through to the first team, and that's ideally what you want. Sometimes you can go out and buy expensive players and they complement the team, but sometimes culturally they don't fit either. So by bringing younger people through, giving them the opportunity, investing our time and our knowledge into them, you could build the team quite organically and you know, have a team for the future. The apprentices bring a lot to us as well as a team. So it's not all one way, it's not all us investing our time in developing the apprentices. You know, you're much younger than a lot of people in our team. So you perhaps know a different way of communicating with other people in the organisation, whereas we might be, you know, stuck in our ways and think there's one way. And I think you bring that additional challenge to us as well, and, you know, suggest different ways of doing it. Kyle, it's been great having you as part of the team as an apprentice. I really appreciate all the effort that you've put into your whole learning experience. and you've just been a joy to have in the team.
Thank you. Thanks for all your support.